What is up, Fab? This is D22 with you today from D22 Responses. This is my responses channel, and also I just wanted to thank you for appearing on my blog TV show on June the 8th, 2012. It was great to have you on there, and I just finished watching your video about what does love mean to you, and this is a video response from me to you, and here it is. I really appreciated the story that you've told about how you met Tracy and how you are just so much in love. And it's just wonderful to know that even at 50 years of age, or 50, 51, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to make you that old. Kidding. But other than that, yeah, it's just wonderful that at any age it can happen. Now, me myself, I'm single and I'm 26 years old, and I have a really good career. I have a lot of things going for me, and basically, the story of my dating life is only a short story, so I really won't bore you with this. The story of my dating life is basically I met one girl around this area where I live in, and we dated for just a few short months, and then we broke it off because it was just different at the time. I wasn't financially stable and mentally stable, and nothing really bad happened. We just ended it off right away. So it was just one of those times where we just didn't feel like seeing each other would be a good idea, because it just was a time where I wasn't driving and I wasn't making enough money and all that, and I just wasn't really focused on the relationship at the time. So this was when I was about 18 years old. So that relationship didn't really work out. And basically, that was my only girlfriend that I had. I've basically had no other girlfriends after that, and right now it's 2012. So I haven't dated in 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I haven't dated in over 6 years. Yeah, that's a long time for not dating, and that's really crazy. I mean, I did say 3 years before, but 2012 now, it's been 6 years since I last dated, and my thoughts on this, I mean, I'm very optimistic that the right person will come along. Let me just be honest here. In my living situation right now, I'm stuck in my parents' house. Let me just say this. I'm helping mom and dad. This is basically a place where I can't really go out and live my life yet because I have to help my parents. I'm stuck here. Now I can leave. I can leave this house. I can move out of this house and start my own life, but I would leave them in the dust, and I don't want to do that because I feel that I'm the link that brings this house together, because I make 35, $40,000 a year as a nursing assistant, and with this to happen, I mean, I I can't date right now. I can't because I'm stuck in this house, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, I love my family. I love everything about them, and I want to help them because they've helped me so much when I was growing up. But the thing is, I cannot date yet because I am stuck in this house. That's the thing. I want to, but I can't because I am stuck in this house. This is my parents' house. I live in my parents' house, but I am stuck here. And until the time they sell the house, until they move out, until my brothers have careers, I'm stuck here. I'm not going to be stuck here for long. Let me just say that. It's not going to be forever that I'm going to be in my parents' house, because there's going to be a time where I'm going to move out, I'm going to have my own life, and I'm going to start dating, and I'm going to start having relationships. But right now, it's just a time where I can't. I want to, but I can't, because I don't want to abandon my family. That's the main issue, abandonment. I don't want to abandon my family in this time of need. This house is really expensive, and my money is one of the things that's holding it together. That's the thing, though. But back to you. Dating right now is far from my mind because I want to be emotionally stable, financially stable, and also spiritually stable, because I'm not very religious, but I'm a very spiritual person when it comes to keeping things safe and keeping things sacred and saving myself from marriage, that sort of thing. Fab, I'm a virgin and I've never had sex, and I've never and I won't until I get married. That's the thing with me, though. I'm saving myself in that regard for marriage. Now, I know that's kind of corny, but you're right. There is someone out there for me, and I don't want to be alone. That's the thing. I don't want to be alone. I don't believe I was meant to be alone because it's not good for man to be alone. Sorry, I'm quoting scripture, but I think men don't like being alone. Not all men do. I mean, some men do. Some men were predestined to be alone, but not me. My parents say there's someone for me, and they believe that there's going to be someone that'll come to my path, and I won't even know it. I won't even expect it. My parents always say that. They always say that I'm handsome. They always say that I'm good looking, that I'm kind. That positive reinforcement, allows me to have faith that there will be someone for me. My parents know that I can get someone. My parents know that. But right now, at this point in time, I'm only helping them out. Dating is far from my mind right now. Relationships are far from my mind right now because of what the circumstances are. Now, is living in my parents' house degrading my social skills? Absolutely not. I have the best social life in the world, online and IRL. And if you don't know what that means in real life. I'm sure everyone does. But me, I'm confident. I'm very confident in life. I'm confident in the world. And I don't doubt for a second that there's going to be someone in my life for me that shares my passions, that shares my goals, and I also share hers. There's no facet in my mind. And I'm only 26. I mean, I'm still young. I'm still very young. And I've got all this time to grow and to do things that I want to do and time to spend with family. I have all that time. I'm not worried about anything. I'm the happiest man in the world right now. And when the woman does come along, I want to make her the happiest woman in the world. Because when I meet this woman, all my time and energy is going to go into the relationship. But first and foremost, my beliefs. I mean, she has to respect my beliefs and also to embrace my beliefs as well. And that's the thing, though. I mean, I won't know who the people will be when it comes to this sort of thing. But, you know, I understand what you're saying. Like I watched your video right down to the detail, and that it takes a certain kind of love in order to get to where you need to go in that regard. So Fab, I understand that. So actually, I'll call you Pete because a lot of people do call you Pete. I just am using the formalities. So Pete, I really understand where you're coming from, and I really understand all about your situation and how Tracy has really meant a lot to you. And in the future, I want that woman to mean something to me. I want to have that kind of love that you have for her. And religion aside, beliefs aside, past aside, it just has to work. You have to commit to it. And I really learned a lot from your video. And I do appreciate your encouragement and also your kind words in regards to guys our age. So that's basically my story about it. I mean, right now I'm at a point in my life where I'm not too worried about dating right now. I'm not too worried about relationships because I'm doing something for my family. I'm helping them out. And this is for them. I'm a selfless person, and I want to give back to what's been given to me. And that's why I'm here right now. That's why this scenario is different than most people's scenarios, because it doesn't really add up to a lot of scenarios. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. But where I am at right now, I'm happy. And if somebody comes along my way, I'll know for sure. So that's it, Fab. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to respond to your video. And I hope that this is acceptable. I hope you can hear me properly. And I hope this doesn't glitch, because I've been known that this camera software on YouTube sometimes tends to glitch. So that's pretty much it. So thanks a lot, Fab. Get fueled for life, and I'll respond to you another time. Thanks, Fab. And also, Pete, you rock.